the place for some of the most beautiful jewelry and I believe it, I'm a shopper here as well, the best deals, period, of all time. And if there is something that you are looking for, I would encourage you to maybe take a screenshot, send it out to our personal shopper team. We'll talk about them in a minute, but you'll be surprised. We are a manufacturing jeweler. We are a gemstone trading company. We are one of the biggest start to finish jewelry producers on this blue spinning dot as it hurtles through space. And that says a lot in today's world. We live in a world that's very compartmentalized, and this company does that, and this one does this, and this one does that, and oh gosh, please don't expect me to do the whole thing. Well, honey, we do the whole dadgum thing. So start to finish. And on top of that, we have a buying team that's very sharp, and they do not mess around with price and value. They're very comfortable saying, this is not a deal that works for us. This is not a deal that works for our customers. And I've been here for 15 years, and that process has really evolved and strengthened over time. About 10 years ago, I was lucky enough to go on a buying tour, about 2 weeks, all over the place with our buying team, and I saw firsthand how devoted they are to bringing home a deal. We were the entourage, okay, and watching the head buyer, Anker at that time, was like watching a tennis match, swing and counter. It was back and forth. And we spent the better part of an afternoon watching as the negotiations unfolded between Shop LC and a potential supplier of some finished pieces. And at the end of the day, nothing was done. Nothing was decided. Well, it's late. We need to have dinner. The graceful goodbye, and we'll be back tomorrow to finish this up. Okay, fine. Good night. Go back in the morning. Again, round 2 of the tennis match. Boom, 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 back and forth. And then Anker did something that I'll never forget in my whole life. Believe me, I forget a lot of things. Put his hands on the table, stood up, looked around, shook the gentleman's hand, and said, I'm sorry. This is not a deal that's going to work for us. And ever since then, I had a little light bulb that went off in my head. And I realized that our buying team is more than just a buying team. They are the value gatekeepers. Shop LC now is about 85 million homes here in the U.S. You have 2 shopping channels and shopping cousins over across the pond in the U.K. You have 1 shopping channel in Germany as well. And our buying team helps supply products for all of those consumers. We are the gatekeeper of value, and that is a wonderful thing because it means that whatever you're buying, we want to make sure that you get the very best deal on it. So we've got some great deals today. And during our live stream shows, drop a comment and let me know how you're watching us today. That one, 5286 is out there. Anybody else just to say hello, say howdy, let me know if you've got your shopping all done, your holiday gift giving. Is it all done? Or how many gifts do you have left to go? 2, 20, 27, 127? Let me know because we're going to help you out for the next 2 hours with some beautiful pieces in precious metal. Most of them will be gold. A couple of them will be sterling silver. And if there's anything in particular that you're looking for, I want you to reach out to our personal shopping team. It's 888 DJ, I'm going to write it down. I've already forgotten.
I got it on the screen for you behind you.
Oh, gosh. All right. Thank you. Thank you. 835-2237. I get that 5 and that 7 mixed up a little bit, but I'm going to do better. Live streams now are really part of our regular lineup, 10 a.m., 2 p.m., 6 p.m., 8 p.m., and also there's a TikTok show in there in the meantime at 4:30. So we've got the Shop LC TikTok shop as well. So there are lots of great places where we can meet you, greet you, and help you get your shopping all put away with gifts that you enjoy giving as much or maybe even more than your gift recipients enjoy receiving them. Also, right now, oh my gosh, we have some pre-Black Friday deals, okay? Now, we're going to release our regular doorbusters on Black Friday because that's sort of tradition. But we've really been in sort of a pre-Black Friday mode for, gosh, about, I want to say really since the beginning of October when we wrapped up our big fall clearance event. But here's how this works. Now, depending on your total ticket at the end of the transaction, you could earn a bronze ticket, okay? And that gets you $20 off if you purchase $50 or more. Your vouchers will come in the paperwork with your order, okay? So you spend $50, we give you a bounce back for $20 off of an additional purchase, a next purchase in the future, okay? If you spend the silver ticket, if you spend $100, and we have a lot of beautiful things on the website as well that are $10 and under. So you can do this. You can get a lot of value for that $100. If you spend $100, we give you the silver ticket, which saves you $35 on a future purchase. You liking that? I'm liking that. If you spend $500, you say, I'm going to get the whole list done. I'm going all in. I'm going to cross my I's, dot my T's. I'm going to finish it up. You spend $500 or more, you get $150 off of your total purchase. Well, you get the $150 coupon, which is good for a future purchase. Wow. You get the show prices. You get the live 25 discount today. Every item that I have for you in the show. I did the numbers before, and I'm pretty sure everything is free shipping in the show as well. So let's just get you going with item number one. Now, gold is doing some crazy things out there in the marketplace. And if you've been watching gold, and it's almost impossible not to, because it's become a major news article because the price of gold is absolutely going crazy. So let's just see what the spot price of gold is, because it's been flirting around. And I look it up so often that it's just right there on my gold, right there. Today's spot price. It's just crazy. So the thing is, when you look at gold, gold is something that's way more than just a jewelry item. You know, I think in recent times, in current history, probably we're maybe the first throughout history to consider that these are simply jewelry items. You know, the rest of the world still looks at gold through the concept of this is precious metal, this is eternal value. Today's spot price of gold is $4,082, but it changes moment by moment. This is not just a jewelry item. This is monetary metal. This commodity is traded around the world, across the globe. It's not a fad. It's not going away. The value of this stays on in forever. And that's one of the reasons that people buy gold, they buy silver, they buy platinum, because they know that it's a safe place to stick a little bit of value and a little bit of money. You don't have to go in and get crazy and buy a whole ingot or do any of those things, or, talk to a gold trading company. You simply stash away things that are intrinsically valuable, and they do one thing for you. Well, two. Number one, they look great. And number two, they hold on to value. All right, this one is $21.99. When we consider your live stream savings, that's going to be a savings today. And this price is good for 48 hours. Today, your savings is $550. Yeah. And this one, by the way, let me just show you this. Is finished off with the lobster claw clasp. Now, that's unusual because this one is done in 22 karat yellow gold. This gold piece, if I snip this up into 1,000 parts, 916 parts of that will be pure gold. The other 8.4, I think that's correct math. The other tiny 8+ parts are simply a little bit of alloy that adds strength to the gold itself and give it that forever level of wearability. And I do not know in today's world where I could walk in and say, please put a 22 karat gold lobster claw clasp on my rope chain. That's very important. That's a wonderful upgrade. In this price point, a lot of times you don't get those extra upgrades. We've done that for you. So the lobster claw clasp is right there. All right, your $550 savings is a game changer, because when you take that from our start price of $21.99, your live stream show price today is $16.49. And yes, we are going to slice it and dice it and get it down to 5 payments of around $330. Now, I'm saying around because I did whole numbers, so then they might be off a penny or two up or down, so don't hold that against me. But $330. Now, you do two things when you put this in your cart, and the way that you do it is you go down below and you type Shop 1. That's going to send a message to the Shop LC website. The website will send you back a link to this item. When you click this link, you go straight back to the Shop LC website. You're going to see a full picture gallery of every shape, all the possible angles we can do. This is 20 inches, so it's going to sit right about there on the neckline. And how do I say this without saying it? I'm just going to say it. When you're wearing very high karat gold, it's an instant eyeball. You're going to see like little flecks. Oh, I see that. Oh, wow. Oh, look at that. Look at that gold. It looks so rich that many people, and it's so unusual to see this in the everyday wearable, many people will say, is that real? Is that real? I don't know. Is that real? It's real. It's the realest of the real. All right. So let's review. Right now online at shoplc.com, you've got a suggested retail of about $8,500. If you've not been watching gold, if gold is something that you have not been watching at all, maybe you've got other things you're watching in the news or wherever, $8,500 is a suggested price on this one. And, you know, prices are crazy. Okay, prices right now are just crazy. All right, your budget pay goes down to $330, and when you say yes right now, you put it in your cart, you check it out. First of all, you just earned a golden ticket, so you're going to get $150 off of a future purchase. You get the live stream savings today of $550. We ship it out to you right away. Okay, so we send it out right away. We don't check your credit. We don't do any of that stuff. And guess what? There's no interest while we carry the balance for 4 more months. So you're good. You're golden. Literally, pun intended. You're golden. You make one payment today of $330 plus the shipping and handling and the tax, all the stuff that we can't handle. Okay. Actually, no, shipping is free, by the way. But we got to do the sales tax. Not a big deal. So $330, and you just did a big thing. First of all, you get the golden ticket, which is a great thing, but you also lock in that $550 savings, and now every single one of your budget pay reflects that big savings. So before the budget pay, before the savings, your budget pay was $440. With this deal, you save $110 on every single budget pay. That's big. That's big. You know, we live in a world where it pays to be a little wise. It pays to know about the money, know the numbers, and we're going to talk about numbers while we talk about gold. Now, we only have 11 of these. These have been, in the last 90 days, surprisingly in demand. We have been very busy behind the scenes with 22 karat gold, and if that's something you would like to get into, I would encourage you to do it while we have available stock. I was looking up today. I wanted to get a little pair of aquamarine earrings. I wanted to get a pair that I love to give because it's my grandson's birthday is March. He's an aquamarine baby. Went out to the website, look up the earrings, not available, sold out. So you can sign up on a wait list, but just because you sign up on a wait list doesn't mean they're ever coming back. So the time to get these is right now, my friends. Gold is predicted by market analysts to perhaps be over $5,000 or $6,000 by the end of the year, and it's just done astronomical increases in the past couple of years. So that's going to be Shop One. Thank you all for joining me, and come on in on these deals as you see that they're out there. They are definitely made to be enjoyed. All right, we're going to do one other. We want to do the other 22 karat rope chain, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay, we are going to do the rope bracelet coming up next, and it's a double row. Now, this would be a wonderful companion piece because the concentration of the gold is the same. And you know what, Tyler? I just realized that I got those backwards. You are a master. You just followed me right around. Thank you. Okay, so this is the necklace, 20 inches, single strand. This is the bracelet. That is definitely a perfect and wonderful companion. I love it. That's beautiful. So remember, this one is already done. It's Shop One, but you've got a double row now and an even bigger lobster claw clasp, which I think is really important when you're wearing bracelets because you're putting them on. Goodness gracious, you want to know that you're safe and secure, and that's going to definitely do the trick. All right, let's talk about some savings here, my friends. This one is, and you know what? I'll tell you something. I got the numbers wrong on the chain, okay? So the number on the chain, the budget pay on the chain is going to be $307. And the budget pay on the bracelet, because it's a little bit heavier, is going to be $330. So $307 on the budget pay on the chain, and then $330 on the bracelet. This one weighs in at 4.7 grams, and the necklace weighs in at 4.6 grams. But they are definitely beautiful, classic companion pieces. The necklace will be Shop One. The bracelet will be Shop Two.
No, Becky.
Oh, no? Did I get it backwards?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got it backwards. All right. So the bracelet is $307.
Oh, no, my bad. I'm going.
You're correct. The bracelet is Shop One. The necklace is Shop Two. You're correct.
Okay. Well, my love, it's so easy to confuse me. So don't, if you have to tell me 3 times, I'm not offended.
You're
tell
good.
me 3 times. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but don't ask me where my car keys are, okay? Stop. I don't know. I don't know where my car keys are. And my locker's wide open. But this is beautiful. Now, let me just measure this for you real quick. This is going to be 7.5 inches, it looks like. Yep, 7 1/4 inches. So a traditional sizing on that at 4.7 grams. A beautiful bracelet like this, if you're having a day where you're not wearing this as a bracelet, a 7-inch bracelet is a wonderful stunt double as a necklace extender, and it would just sit wonderfully behind the neckline. Let me just show you what that would look like. If you're ever in a scenario or a situation where, you want a longer profile, there's a really sort of quick little insider trick that you can do anytime you have matching closures. So let me show you, instead of 20 inches, if you use this bracelet as an extender, now you've got something that adds a beautiful 22 karat yellow gold drape across the front of any outfit. And this little piece, which is a necklace, you won't even see it. So now that's a game changer, especially, it's wintertime. You may be wearing something that's a little heavier. It's got a wider collar. It's a little bit thicker. Maybe you've got a beautiful, chunky, kind of oversized pendant or a big, gorgeous single pearl that you want to wear and really show it off as a solo piece. Maybe you're building a cascade of different looks. I mean, whether it's a single foundation piece or part of a stack, it's really a great option. So pick those up. Okay, the bracelet is going to be your savings today on the bracelet is $550. Your savings on the necklace is $512. So if you get both of them, you save over $1,000 by doing the combo. And then the payment on the bracelet is $330. Locks in the show price, gets you free shipping, gets you the golden ticket. Check, check, check. And then the payment on the single strand necklace is $307. Also free shipping, also gets you the $150 golden ticket. Okay, so there you go. And if you have any questions, my friends, personal shopper is not just the random, call center. Personal shopper, you will develop a relationship over time with a personal shopper. It'll become a one-on-one relationship, and it's 100% free. So if you have any questions, sometimes it's not always possible to answer them in this format, but personal shoppers will really help you out. And my name is Becky Booker. You can find me on Facebook. I do a pretty good job of getting back to people in the direct messages. I have a host page, Shop LC host, but I also have a personal page as well. But be forewarned, there's lots of recipes and cute animals and grandbaby pictures. Okay, so there you go, grandma disclaimer. All right, live stream, live 25. You're gonna punch that coupon code into any of your purchases, and you're gonna save an instant 25%. But it's time sensitive. It goes away in 48 hours. And if you've missed a show, you have somebody you really love to tune into, please go to shoplc.com, scroll all the way. Oh no, it's actually, I think it's up on the navigation bar now on the top. You can scroll over here to the right and click live stream and see your favorite host, review a show, check out products. So the live stream library is there online at shoplc.com. And I think you can get it on the app too. All right. Number 3 will be a beautiful bracelet, and it is an Italian Ponte Vecchio Grametta chain, 7.5 inches, 3.1 grams. This one is really cool because it's got a different style and design. You look at what the Italian designers do, and they are absolute masters at just using what I would call basic ingredients and producing just incredible pieces. But think about Italian cooking, pasta. It's a little flour, it's an egg, it's a little oil, and it's molded and caressed and finessed, and all different sorts of beautiful pastas, which turn into all beautiful dishes. So when I think about the Italian heritage of creating things and their tradition of being masters at the craft, it's really no surprise that they would be classic goldsmiths and just produce incredible designs. Now, if you look at this design, it's kind of got a 3-in-1. So it may, when you look at it, you've got 3 links, which are kind of a curved link, and then you've got 1 elongated link. So in some ways, it sort of looks like a different link, but we're calling it the Ponte Vecchio because it's 3-in-1. So it looks a little bit like a Figaro. You can see. Let me show you. Looks a little bit like a Figaro, but again, the whole pattern is a little expanded. It's a little enlarged. The edges taper down on this beautiful little knife edge detail. So there's the slightest little bit of taper here. There's a lot of finesse in this work. They're beautiful. And the polish is just stunning. Beautiful, bright gold polish. Now, this one is a workhorse, okay? Don't be fooled by that pretty face. This one is a workhorse. 10 karat yellow gold. I've got a piece that I wear all the time. It's behind the scenes here, but it's 10 karat gold because that's my workhorse. So, 10 karat is wonderful, especially on a piece like this that you probably will wear all the time. Even though you may be saying to yourself, oh, that's my fancy bracelet. Break it out and wear it. Break it out and wear it. You deserve a little golden glow. All right, this one weighs in at 3.1 grams. And the Ponte Vecchio Grametta is Italian made with an oversized inline lobster claw clasp. It weighs in at, 562? No, what's the whole, okay. Oh, we're figuring the budget pay. All right, $562.49 is where we end up. Now, today's price on the web at shoplc.com is $749. But for those of you who are live stream savvy, is that me?
Yes.
Somebody called?
No.
Oh, I thought I heard it. I thought I heard somebody say hello. Okay,
I was saying
$749.
you're live stream savvy.
Ah, okay. Your live stream savings today is $187.50. So that knocks it all the way down to $562.50. And then you have 5 budget pays, which takes it down to, $112. And you want to get crazy with that? That's less than $4 a day. And it's interest free. And you make the first payment. You get it shipped out in just a couple days. And you get the live stream price on the rest of those other 4 payments. And there's no interest and no credit check and no carrying charge. I love that. It's not layaway. No. It's right away. And it's beautiful. DJ, do you happen to have here's my dime. Here's a penny. I was going to say a quarter. I got a penny. That'll work. Okay, now I'm going to show you what it looks like next to penny. Hey, did you guys hear that pennies are being discontinued?
Yeah.
We did, yes.
What do you think about that? That's crazy.
That'll be a thing.
It'll be a thing, yeah. It'll be a thing.
I gotta check out all my pennies, make sure I still have them.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I guess it costs more to make a penny than a penny is actually worth. So yeah, let's just cut it out. Just stop. Round it up to a nickel. But it's got a nice size, you can see. And it's nice and flat. So some people prefer something that moves and rolls around on the wrist. Other people like, I want my jewelry to stay. That's wonderful. But this one is going to be about 1/4 of an inch, so a very substantial look on the wrist. And it doesn't matter with this one. If you wanted to stack it with other pieces, wear it as a solo piece, it's a very fine look. But again, let's review now. That budget pay is $112.50. Type in shop 3 below. You'll hit send. The Shop LC website will automatically send you back an update. And heads up, low quantity alert. There are only 12 of these in inventory. And I can tell you something. One of the things that impresses me all the time, and it makes me a little not anxious, but it makes me aware of the fact that these are finite quantities. We're not a museum. This is not a jewelry museum. Okay. This is an active business. We want to buy things and we want to sell them. We want to buy things and we want to sell them. And we love that rapid turnover because we don't have a huge markup on these pieces. Unlike, walk into a place that's a big fancy brick and mortar and they have special order, embossed gift bags and their tissue paper is scented and it's got a certain color and there's a whole experience. We're not brick and mortar. We're just virtual. We are thrifty and lean by design on our pricing because that whole thing is focused on delivering joy. And that means we've got to bring you variety and value. We want you to get really great deals for every dollar that you spend. We respect your money. You work hard for it. You invest a lot of time in it. You do all the right things. So we want to make sure that you get that reward. So this is your payoff right here. All right, that budget pay goes down to $112. That's, if it were 120, it would be $4 a day. So that's less than $4 a day. That's a great deal. And you still have a 30-day money-back guarantee on these. So you're really not risking very much, except, of course, you consider the risk of you just missed it. I just missed out, which I get it. That's okay. All right. Let me know how you're doing out there, my friends. If you're watching us, where are you watching us from? Do we have anybody that we need to say hello to, DJ or Tyler, anybody?
So far, I was just chilling out, just hanging out.
All right. I love it. All right. Coming up next, this has got to be one of the most popular, if not the most popular silhouette we have done all year. It's the little mini. They're shaped like ingots. They're beautiful little, we've done pendants, we've done rings, we've done earrings, we've done bracelets. It looks like a little golden ingot. It's beautiful. Italian made, so very high quality, very nice workmanship. And it's in yellow gold. Now, we've put this on a chain that is gold over silver, okay? And it looks fabulous. These are not expensive chains. So if you want to give somebody a really, really, really a magical golden Christmas, this would be the way to do it. Look at that, or a wonderful golden holiday just in general. That is amazing, okay? Now, this one is 18 karat, and we've done these in gold tone. We've done them in gold vermeil, which is gold over silver. We've done them in 10 karat, in 14 karat. We've done them in 18 karat, 22, and even 24 karat. So these little guys, and we've done them in stainless steel. These guys have been absolutely on fire. Quantity alert, we have 8. 8. Not 9. 8. Like 7 plus 1, 8. This one weighs in at 1.5 grams. And at 18 karat yellow gold.
El Tino says, hello, Becky.
Hey, nice to see you out there. Hey, back to you. Thanks for joining us. I love it. All right, this one, let's talk savings because we have 8 of these. Now, at $6.99, okay, $6.99, the regular price point, you're already set up with 5 budget pays, okay? And that's already waiting for you. So in the checkout process, you just choose budget pay and it's fine. So at $6.99, we're going to type in your live 25, okay? That saves you $175 just for the next 48 hours or until they're all gone. Then that brings you down to $524.99, which means your budget pay on this is $105. $105. And if you return it, if you get it home and you think, oh, it's not everything I hoped and wished and dreamed for, you have a full 30 days to take a look at it. And that's the part that I really love because, you know, you want to make sure you have time in there. And if you decide that you're going to get something else, that's okay. We want you to be completely 100% happy. Our motto is pretty straightforward, delivering joy, and we really do mean it. So, yeah, it's a beautiful piece. And if you want to check for matching pieces in this beautiful gold bar or ingot design, remember the personal shoppers can help you out. 888-835-2237. All right, so thank you for getting in on that. We're going to be moving. That one is shop 4. Shop 4. Okay, that one is shop 4. Now, moving on, we now have a Miami Cuban, and I will tell you, the first time I saw this, I just thought, oh my gosh, is there a wheelbarrow included? Because this is a lot of gold. I'm going to have to work out before I wear this one. Look at this. That's massive, and I mean that in the best way. This is so big. All right, here's your penny just for reference, okay? So you can see there he is, Honest Dave, coming in to help me out the show today. But this one is beautiful, and the really major and massive upgrade on this, let me show you, is the fact that it has an inline box clasp. Yeah, and there's two locking mechanisms. So there are actually 2 closures on there. This one weighs in at 17.5 grams. Technically, that's just over half an ounce of gold. It's going to be about 6.5 millimeters wide. So that is a huge size. And it's in 10 karat yellow gold, so super, super sturdy, strong. Yes, all right. Now, the regular price on the website.
Tell them to call their personal shopper.
Oh, all right. Who is it?
Well, because on the website, the item is showing sold out, but we should have some in quantity, just like an error.
Okay.
So if they want to buy it, they should probably call personal shopper.
Okay, call personal shopper on this one. See, I'm telling you, things sell out in the matter of days, in the matter of hours sometimes. 888-835-2237. I just noticed that. You know, we've been featuring gold a lot by customer request on many of the live TV shows, and so I guess our inventory just didn't catch up with that. It says currently sold out. There may be some on a wait list coming in, so please call the personal shopper 888-835-2237. Okay,
they are taking advantage of the deals.
I'm telling you, really, I'm serious. I mean, I've been working at different times of the day now for the last few days, and I'll tell you something. There's a frenzy going on because I think you're understanding that these are things that hold on to value. So it's best to get in AS and AP, and it doesn't matter if you're doing gold or silver. Some of the Bella pieces from Italy are just rock your world gorgeous. The Bali pieces in sterling silver. And I'll tell you something, we've had some deals on platinum behind the scenes that just make your wallet tap dance. They are gorgeous. And platinum right now is, it's less than gold. It's down to about $1,500 an ounce. But still, listen, let me just put it to you this way. And I want you to understand that this is 100% straightforward, okay? So I don't want you to think I'm stepping on any toes. Right now in today's world, silver and platinum and gold are all going up in price so quickly. Pick your price point. Pick the spot that you're happy. Maybe go a little bit above that, because when you look back on acquiring these pieces in this marketplace, you're going to say, oh, man, I'm so glad I did that. You'll be happy that you did it, okay? Not so much for the woulda, coulda, shoulda of playing it safe, but, that's my advice to you. That's from Aunt B, okay? So there you go. But 888-835-2237 on that Miami Cuban. All right, and that one will be shop 5 if you want to talk about that. But you can type in shop 5. That'll get you the link back from the Shop LC website. Write down the item number. I'm so lazy today. I just take a screenshot and then later on I just text it or type it in. It's just so much easier than actually writing, right? All right, moving along. Now, the Italian pieces in silver are just as important for you to own. And I think as far as the fun factor goes for today's marketplace, I just don't think it gets any more current or fun or honestly affordable than a paper clip chain. Now, the first time I heard the word paper clip, I thought, are we back in the 80s? Because I remember making jewelry out of paper clips. I remember making jewelry out of paper clips and all sorts of things, safety pins back in the 80s. But this one is honest to goodness, and it is beautiful. Now, this is unusual because this is a shorter length, okay? This is 18 inches, and it weighs in at 4 grams. That's the thing about a paper clip. They're solid little links, but they have a thinner gauge on the wire, and they are all very, very bright polished, which means for a more petite profile, you really get a lot of sparkle for the buck. There we go. And that lobster claw clasp is oversized. Now, traditionally, you probably know where the different sizes fit on you, but traditionally 16 inches is going to be right here at that little notch where your collarbone is. 18 inches is usually 1 or 2 little finger lengths below that, and then there's 20 and then 22 and so on. It'll vary on everybody's, body because we're not all the same size. But just for the generals. Now, if you want something that's probably always going to ride right above your collar, or it's going to be visible if you have a slightly open collar, or if you're wearing something like a t-shirt or a hoodie or something where you've got just the tiniest little bit of neckline showing, this is a wonderful length. We've gotten emails in the overnight show. Some of you have written in and said, I'm using it as a hat band. Okay, you're using it for all other kinds of things as well. So listen, you do you, boo, okay? Because these are completely up to you for how you wear it and style it. But I'm going to give you an irresistible deal on this one today. Are you ready? These are so much fun. And, it's a link, again, that has a lot of built-in strength to it. It's kind of a variation of a Rolo link, except you've got these long, beautiful ovals, and the polish on that is just so nice. I mean, beautiful, shiny, gorgeous polish. Very agreeable to this one if you wanted to add a charm. So if you have a little charm and you want to make a charm in the link, like a charm bracelet, it's a way to go. All right, let's talk dollars. Let's not talk dollars. Let's talk saving dollars. Now, this one is saving dollars and buying silver. I like it. All right, this one is going to be shop 6. So type it down below, and I'm going to give you the pricing here because you will want to pick up on these. Now, we have 90 of these. So if you wanted to multi-buy up to as many as 10, you can easily do that. If you need more than that, if you're a reseller, you're setting up your Christmas booth for the Christmas Bazaar coming up this next month, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, so think about it because this is a hot-selling ticket item right now. 888-835-2237. We have 90 of these to go around, and they're all going to be 18 inches in length, okay? But the website price is $39.99. The live stream savings knocks off 10 smackaroos. So it goes down to $29.99. And then we're going to slice it and dice it into 3 budget pays. So your budget pay goes down to $10. That's right. Less than 40 cents a day. And a lot of you are absolutely number one top shelf when it comes to doing the math and crunching the numbers. I know that you love that, but do not wait around on these. These are, this is the perfect gift for a teen or tween. You can give them a gift card for 20 or 30 bucks to their favorite nail salon or coffee place or wherever they're hanging out these days, and it's going to be gone in the blink of an eye. But when you take a step back and you invest your money instead of forever instead of the fads, this is something that sticks around forever. I've had a beautiful tiny little heart-shaped pendant that my granny and papa gave me when I was 6 years old, and I've been holding on that thing now, holding on to that for over 6 decades, and you could not pay me $1 million for it. Okay, you just couldn't, because it's got all that good stuff all rolled into that, and that's what it is. These are memories, and this is the time of the year when we really focus on making those memories, and this is such a practical, frugal way to do it. 3 payments of $10, and it's yours or theirs forever. And you know, this is one of those purchases, if you're just shopping for yourself, this is not an indulgence. This is just a practicality at this point. It really is. The lobster claw clasp makes it really easy. And you know, if you wanted to wear this as a choker, you can move that lobster claw clasp up and down the links, and it will fit into any of these. So really, take a look at this. Look at that. So that lobster claw clasp, look how that is so agreeable. It will fit into any of those links. So even though the entire length is 18 inches, if you're going to give it to your teen or your tween, maybe she's tiny and she's just getting started, this is a great piece. It'll grow with her. It'll stay with her. It'll be that precious memory that she always has from you, okay? And, you know, if she happens to come home from camp or come home from cheerleading practice and she manages to get it lost, it's not the end of the world, okay? Because you didn't have $300 invested. So it's very practical in many ways. Listen, you can walk into many places today and spend $30 and not get a single bit of precious metal. Not even one little speck of gold dust. So when you look at the value that we're bringing you on these pieces, it's just really, really wonderful. All right. Remember, friends don't let friends pay retail. So make sure you like, follow, and share. You can watch us on all the social media platforms now, including YouTube. So yeah, like, follow, and share, especially if you have a friend or a family member who loves getting a really great deal. We'd love to have them as part of our Shop LC family as well. All right. The sterling silver chain is 4 grams. It's going to be shop 6. But there are 90 of them, so get ready, get set, go. First come, first serve. But that's a $10 budget pay. That's just too good to pass up right there. It is. All right, coming up next, this one is going to be shop 7. And this is a ring. It's called a bamboo ring because if you look at it, it has an all-around silhouette of bamboo. So if you have lucky bamboo in your kitchen, you recognize those little knuckles or those little nodes or joints, as we say in the world of gardening, and you know instantly that that's inspired by bamboo, except it's gold. So I love it, and it looks fabulous. And the way that it looks, that bamboo design is super comfortable to wear. The polish on this thing is incredible. Shines like a brand new gold bamboo ring. Okay. All right. This is going to be shop 7. It's 1.5 grams. This is the latest and greatest and most expensive type of gold construction that we know about today. This adds layers of gold on top of the mold. Then there's a little opening on the inside of the ring, and the mold drains away or literally dissolves underneath the formed gold piece, which is completely different than lost wax casting, where it takes a lot more metal, which makes the piece a lot more expensive, and it doesn't give you this kind of beautiful resolution. I mean, the hollow form pieces are just so rich and gorgeous. And I love the fact that we have so many bands, proving again that if you're a gal who just wants a beautiful piece, but you don't do stones or you don't do settings, I get it. You just want to do the metal. I get it. This is a great deal. All right, now this one is done in 24 karat yellow. So that hollow form process is important. It gives you a lot of strength and durability. There are 5 of these to go around. This one is going to be shop 7. Now, my notes say that this was supposed to be $799, but something has happened. Houston, we have a bonus, okay? It's down to $679. We're going to figure your extra live stream savings starting at the clearance price. Is that okay? Is that okay if we do a 25% savings on top of a clearance price? Tyler, what do you think?
I think it's perfect.
Woo! I like it.
That any day.
I like it.
And they need to hurry because we only have online. We only have the size 7. They call their personal shopper numbers. They can hook them up with different sizes.
Thank you. 888-835-2237. 24 karat yellow. It's on clearance at $679. And automatically that saves you $120. Well, we're going to sweeten the pot. We're going to save you an extra $170 when you type in the code LIVE25. And we're going to give you an opportunity to budget pay it. 5 payments of $102. No interest. You can't. I mean, and that's a sassy ring. Somebody's going to think that you've been doing some major upscale shopping, okay? And you just tell them you know where the deals are, and they're at Shop LC. That's a great deal. It's a great look. Very beautiful and super comfortable on the inside to wear. So only limited sizes now, so please reach out to the personal shopping team. That one is going to be shop 7. So yes, please and thank you. Jump in and grab that. I love that. And the gram weight will vary a little bit, again, depending on the size. Obviously, a larger size will have maybe 0.1 or so, a tenth of a gram variation, but very, very consistent on the production of those and incredible artistic detail. All right, let's move on to shop 8. We have a classic piece in a rope chain, and this is forever and always. Anybody who has a jewelry collection for sale, wherever they are, they have a rope chain. And if you walk into a retail store, they may have it in yellow gold. They may have it in sterling silver. They may have it as a fashion piece. But a lot of people think that a rope chain is just two pieces of wire kind of twisted together, but it's really not. The rope chain is made in a very high-tech machining process where there's this cascading layer of little tiny jump rings, and they are all put together and spot soldered to a level of precision that I cannot even imagine. It just absolutely blows my mind. So there's a tremendous amount of labor putting these together. Upgraded closure. We're going to throw in the lobster claw clasp because you're going to need that. You'll wear this every single day. It's in 10-karat yellow gold. Very pretty. And it's 20 inches. So many of you gentlemen out there will wear a 20-inch chain as well. So I'm going to encourage you to get it. This is probably pretty much exactly the first chain that I bought for my son many, many years ago. So don't wait around. 20 inches. This is 1.4 grams. And at Shop 8, your regular price on this is $349. Okay, but remember, ain't nothing regular about live stream. We're down to a 25% savings. So that saves you $87.49. It's a big deal. That brings your price down to $262.50, and that makes your budget pay $52.52. $262 is the final price. $52.50 on your budget pay, and you just qualified for the golden ticket. $500. If you bought 2 of them, you would get the golden ticket. At this point, you have qualified for the silver ticket. Okay, the silver ticket. $100 or more get you the silver ticket, which is $35 off a future purchase. The golden ticket is $500 or more, and it doesn't have to be. It can be one item or multiple items. So it's an item or your shopping cart. But when you get that $500 mark, you are golden, literally. Okay, budget pay $52.50. Make that first payment. You lock in the live stream 25 savings. You've locked in your free shipping, and you've also locked in your 30-day review period. But be warned, we don't have a lot of these in the inventory. If you find that you try to order this online and it's not available, they are selling very quickly. 888-835-2237. So talk to the personal shopper team, okay? And in the meantime, you might want to type in shop 8, all right? And if it shows not available, make sure you add it to your shopping wish list, okay? Because that's a must-have. It really is. Do you have a pendant in your jewelry box that you just haven't ever worn? Whatever stone you bought, or you bought it because it's 10 or higher quality gold, and you say, you know what, I'm just going to wait for that. I'm going to wait for a chain. This is it. Or maybe you just love to wear just a single chain. This is it. That's a great deal. All right, we're moving on. Moving and grooving. It's a 1.5 millimeter with a lobster claw. And, retail on that lobster claw clasp to get that replaced is going to be easily $100. We've just taken the liberty of upgrading that for you right away, right now. So, yeah, that's great. Great deal. Okay, number 9. Number 9. Okay, now this one. Okay, I'm actually mesmerized by this because you walk into anywhere. I mean, Tyler, DJ, tell me, would you think that was sterling silver?
I would never have guessed.
I would never have guessed either. I mean, how much?
A beautiful chain.
How much money does this look like, Tyler? And send Tyler some love. He's brand new. He's DJ's showing in the ropes. He's doing a great job.
Personally, I would guess $600, $700, even $1,000 just to look at. I mean, not even purchasing it and taking it out of the room.
It's just amazing. There's a little kiosk in my grocery store, Tyler. There's a guy there that sells chains, and he just pulls it off of a spool like it's garden chain, snips it off and adds the ends. But I bring that up because if you're shopping in that scenario, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. But think about what you're getting long term. You buy something that's not a precious metal, and it's got a limited lifespan. It's a finite lifespan. You invest your dollars in gold and silver, and this is not a fad. I mean, it's an iconic fashion look to be sure. You absolutely do. You absolutely do. Let's talk savings. So this one weighs in at over an ounce. Okay, so it's 34 inches, 34 grams. 22 inches. And ladies, I'll tell you something. You can wear a bigger chain like this. It adds a level of sophistication to anything that you're wearing. It just shows up. It's kind of like a double curb link. So it's got this beautiful sort of shadow link behind it. It really is elegant, but over an ounce, and you feel it. You put on an ounce of precious metal, and you will think, well, that's not very much, but no, you you just know.
They're pricey.
Yeah, they are. They're very pricey. I mean, we're saying that the suggested start price on this is right around $1,200, but I don't know about that. I mean, this is an ounce, and this is a very beautiful, complicated piece to make. So, I mean, we try to do the median, but I can definitely see this going at retail for much more. Now, this one is 22 inches, and the website price on this, and this will blow your mind, this look for $299, where do I sign up? I mean, this is so rich, very, very rich, and it's got a nice spread on the design as well. All right, we're going to save you 25%. We're going to do it. That means it goes from $299. We shave off a $75 savings when you type in Live 25, and that gets you to $155. Then you can take $155 if you want, pay it all at once, be done. Or if it helps you, we'd love to be your helper. Slice it up into 5 easy payments. You lock in the live stream savings. You lock this in before it gets sold out. And your budget pay goes down to $31 for 5 months. So you make a payment of $31 today. You've locked it in. And then all of your other payments, when the live stream price expires in 48 hours, your price is locked in and you get that savings on every single payment. The budget pay was $600. Wow. No, the budget pay was $60 and it goes down to $31. That doesn't even seem possible. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, the budget pay goes down to $45. Okay, I got my numbers wrong. Okay, I got the wrong line. The budget pay goes down to $45. That's wild. That's still wild. It's $1.50 a day for 5 months. And if you are putting it on budget pay, there's no interest. There's no carrying charges. There's nothing. It's just beautiful pieces. We also have PayPal credit in the background if that helps you out, if you find that you need more than 5 payments. So please talk to the personal shopping team, 877-899-0490. Just absolute elegance. And, I've been in the jewelry industry off and on, mostly on, since the middle 1980s. And there have been some times when I'll have a piece and I'll wear it to a family function. And even my family, who knows what I do for a living, especially my dad, he'll say, "Is that real? Is that real?" Oh, yes, it's so real. But I'm listen, not even going to apologize. That does not look like how much did you pay for that? $45. Just say $45. See what they say, because they're going to go cha-ching. They'll probably think you mean $4,500. You say, how much did that set you back? Oh, I'm making payments. $45 a month. They're going to think you're telling them a story.
And no interest.
They're going to think you made it up. Yeah, and no interest. No interest. And just to belabor the point, look at the size of that lobster claw glass. That's magnificent. Easy. Easy, easy. Okay, moving and grooving. Thank you all so much for joining us. We call this the live stream session of Shop LC. We've actually around in Austin, Texas now for going on 16 or 17, maybe 18 years. And we are a full service manufacturing jeweler, globally connected with offices in Jaipur. We have, teams that work with us in Bali. We have teams that work with us in Thailand and all over the place. We brought in some American gemstone, sources as well, like the Addison brothers from Nevada. So we're a pretty darn place to shop. We really are. Pretty darn good place to shop because we just have such an amazing collection all the time. The live stream shows happen Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 and 8 p.m. We take a break and do a TikTok shop show at 4:30, and then all of those shows bring you an extra savings of 25%. So when you're shopping with us, you type in Live 25, you get that instant savings, and everything is split up in payments if you would love to do that. Interest payments, no interest, no credit check, no qualifying. You just simply choose that as your option, and we are there to back you up. But set a reminder on your phone and tune in and see what's happening in the live streams. Of course, the regular television shows are happening behind the scenes 24 hours a day as well. And you can watch them on, of course, many cable channels, but we're also on Roku and many free streaming devices. And in some areas, we're actually just free on the secondary HD channels behind the scenes. And you can watch us always anywhere on YouTube. So lots of ways to connect. To cut that cable cord if you don't want to pay for the cable. There's a lot of ways you'll be still connected with Shop LC. All right. That one at 34. I think that's going to be my favorite one of the show. I mean, let me just show it to you one more time from way back here. Look at that. Listen, that is a good looking chain. That's gorgeous. And you can wear that with anything you wanted to. Oof. All right. Coming up next, this one is going to be Shop 10. You type it in below, hit send. We'll send you back a link. You can check out all the details and the 411 online at shoplc.com. But we're going to give you an interesting piece coming up next, because this is a piece that I have very recently seen in a very big retail store. It was a cord bracelet like this. Now, it was in a very fancy box, okay, from a very fancy designer. So it had very fancy writing, yada, yada. It was a shul kind of place. But that beautiful little floral piece on the inside is 24 karat gold. All right, 24 karat. It looks like a little daisy, and it's got beautiful detail. Now this is what's crazy. Can you see the detail on the back? It's a crazy daisy. Look at the detail even on the back of it. That's so nice. There's a little daisy, the little rosette right there on the top. I'm not sure. It looks like a little petal. It's just gorgeous. A little portaluca, a little rose moss. You can call that just about any flower you want to, my gardening friends out there. So gorgeous. And I love the green cord. Green cord. Very friendship bracelet on that. But the one that I saw at the big department store was $275. And it had 0 gold daisies. Nothing. It looked like green fishing cord. I'm not kidding you. I was honestly, I kind of got my feelings hurt. I thought, oh my gosh, you're giving the rest of us a bad name. Stop that. That's not a good deal. And it was in the fine jewelry department because this was the designer. I'm sorry. That's just 2 emperor's clothes for me. It really was. Well, listen, you do you, okay? I'm not anti-designer. Don't think that I am. I'm not anti-spending money. I'm not anti-getting what you want. I'm just very, very pro. I want a good deal. I want a great deal. I want an unbeatable deal. So I'm pro bargain. That's what it is. Okay. This little guy is 1/10 of a gram, but it's 24 karat yellow gold. And I really do love that green cord. I'm serious. Regular website price. That almost came out regular website price. Our regular website price is $79. Now, I've spent more, unfortunately, and gotten a lot less from time to time. Your show special, your Live 25, because you are watching us live stream. And I'll be honest with you, we really want to incentivize people. We're really trying very hard to build up our social media presence. And the Live 25 is something that we do to incentivize you to buy with us on this platform because it's super easy. All right. But your Live 25 saves you $20. That's big. When you're starting at 80 and you're taking 20 off, get you down to $59. This actually has, how many budget pays we're looking at?
3 months.
3 budget pays. I like it. It gets you down to just under $20. It'll be $20 on the budget pay. $20 on the budget pay. Now, I'm telling you, if you have anybody in your circle of family and friends that's gardening, they need this. I'm just going to say, if it's your grandma or your mama, I don't care who it is, your teacher, I don't care, that you will not find another piece like this. This is so distinctive. It's just fun. It's absolutely pure fun. And I like that it's got that little golden daisy on there. That's just so cool. All right, now, if you, let's see, believe it or not, you just squeaked under to get a bronze ticket on that one. So that purchase, even with interest-free and budget pay, will still get you the $20 bounce back on the bronze ticket. I love that. Pre-Black Friday deals. So, yeah. I want to know if there are any of you who watch on the TV and you watch the live streams at the same time. Or you watch on the app and watch on, how do you find us? If you want to share that, type it down below because in the chat I'd like to see how that's going. All right, that one is Shop 10. Now, that was a special order. It looks like maybe a closeout. We have about 72 of those. When we have a low quantity like that, that tells me that was probably a special deal. So I would encourage you to get them while you can on that one because it is probably not repeatable. That is probably not a restockable item. So come on in on that one. That one is going to be Shop 10. Type it in the chat below. We'll send you the link. You'll go to shoplc.com, put it in your cart, check it out, and we will send you the bronze bounce back ticket with it as well. Thanks, everybody. All right, moving and grooving. Moving and grooving. Coming up next, Italian Gold. The Specchio Rollo. Yes, I love this one. Rollo is a name of a chain. There are lots of variations on a theme in the world of gold chains. Everybody's got their own link sometimes for a certain thing. But if I bring in the paper clip, okay, I want to show you something here. Ready for class? There's going to be a pop quiz. Take notes. Take notes, okay? I'm just kidding. All right, this is your Rolo chain, and you see how the links are connected? So you've got this beautiful link back and forth, and you can see the same assembly is done in this beautiful gold Specchio oval Rolo. So that particular formation, that pattern, you have a link like this, and then you do it up and down, and then you have another link that comes in, and they attach like this. So one is at 45-degree angle for the other one, or 90-degree angle. So they fit together like that. And it's a variation on a particular type of theme. Sometimes it's called a cable, sometimes it's called a Rolo, sometimes it's called a paper clip, sometimes it's called a Specchio. Doesn't really matter. But that pattern is one of the things that makes this strong. And it's also one of the things that makes it sparkle, because you have this, one is flat and one is back and down. So the links are always kind of moving and waving. So there's a lot of movement in this piece, which makes it really, really pretty. You're looking for a neckline. You're looking for a link that will really light up your décolleté. This is it. And you've got an extender, which is going to be about 2 inches. And this lobster claw clasp, you've got the Euro clasp on there. So it's very Italian inspired. The shape of the clasp very much stays true to the shape of the links. And again, that's one of those little subtleties that you get in Italian design. All right, this one is adjustable. So it's going to be shop 11. This is 18 to 20 inches. Your website price on this one is $24.79.99. Now, when you type in Live 25, that automatically puts that puts $620 in your pocket. Okay, so we saved that right off the bat. So $620 is your savings. That's the 18-inch length. That brings it down to $18.60. Now, this is thousands of dollars worth of gold in today's world. Thousands of dollars worth of gold in today's world. It's just absolutely amazing on that. You can take $18.60 and cut it into 5, no interest, no qualifying, no credit check payments. Think about that. Think about how easy that is. Your budget pays $372. You've got 5 of those, and we ship it out right away. And by the way, it's 1/3 of an ounce. This is not a tiny chain. You can see, even just the simple lights here in the studio, that beautiful bright polish. You look, after a while, when you start to see Italian pieces, you really start to kind of pick it up. You really recognize the subtlety and the fineness of their workmanship. It's really noticeable. You know, when you're talking about something that's all the same metal, if you're buying a diamond, you have the 4 C's to help you figure out the different qualities and the whole, you know, the whole story of the color and the cut and the clarity and the carat weight. But when you're dealing in something where there are no gemstones, no diamonds, no colored stones, what's the valuation factor? Well, you're starting with metal. Then you consider the concentration of the metal. Okay, this is 10 karat, so it's very strong. Then you have to consider the workmanship, the type of machining that's done, the process. Is it expensive to produce? What kind of finishing is involved? So the jewel of metal pieces really becomes the artistry of the goldsmith. It really is. So, and you've got a 30-day money-back happiness guarantee on these as well. And this one definitely earns you the golden ticket, where you get our $150 bounce back on a future purchase. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, love it. Okay, and that'll come right with you in your collection. All right, that one is shop 11. Well done, everybody. So pretty. And these pieces, again, so little maintenance on this. You know, 10 karat is one of those things. I really think it's an incredible value for the money. It's 48% gold. The gold concentration really gives it that incredible, beautiful glow. But because it's a little bit stronger, you get so much wear out of it. And on a piece like this, it'll just become an instant favorite. It'll become an instant classic. It'll be your signature piece. And you will love the versatility of it. It automatically dresses up or down with any sort of wardrobing that you want to do with it, and it's just a really handsome piece. And Very, very limited. We have, looks like 21 of those. It's hard not to look twice when we're saving you $620. That's huge. That's huge. And you know that the free shipping definitely helps save as well. But remember, you get that 30-day window where you can get this home, and maybe you take it out of the packaging and you just play big girl dress up for a while. You experiment with different outfits or different necklines, or maybe you want to wear a single strand of pearls with it. You just have some fun with it. And you start to understand on a first-hand, in your hands understanding of how beautiful a solid accessory like this is. I mean, it really becomes a foundation of so many incredible looks. In fact, there's one financial guru out there, a lady who's been around for a long, long time, and her advice to women investors for a long time has been, buy something that you like and just buy that one thing. Let it be your signature piece. She has a whole mentality. Buy the good stuff, and that's your thing. It's worth considering, for sure. Worth considering. I personally don't just have one nice thing, but when you're shopping with us at Shop LC, maybe you have one gold thing and the rest is, let me show you just by example. Okay, look at these pieces, okay? This one is 10 grams. This one is 34, okay? Budget pay on this one is 302. And the budget pay on this one was, let's see, how much was it? $31, is that right? Yeah, $31. So you're not suffering, you know. That's the thing too. Having worked in traditional retail, okay, and seeing, you know, the way that many companies work the numbers. A lot of times if you walk into a retail place and you're looking at beautiful things, like if you're looking at this and somebody walked up to you and said, and you just made a comment, oh, wow. Maybe just say wow and you just point to this one. The person behind the counter is going to automatically reach for the showcase key and they're going to say, here, try it on. And you're going to back up. You're going to be like, oh, your mind is saying, run, you can't afford it. That's what your mind is saying. Okay. But at Shop LC, okay, this is the place where you don't have to back away because we really try and do such an amazing job of being price and value inclusive in everything you get. So hopefully we'll coax you out of that, oh gosh, I can't afford it kind of mentality. And you'll become a Shop LC family member and you'll say, you know, these guys are really serious about what they do. They're serious about what they say. We really do believe that everybody should have access to beautiful things. And we have an event coming up here on December the 19th. We call it Gem Fest. It's December the 19th. It's from 12 noon to 4 p.m. And there's going to be workshops. You can bring your jewelry laundry. I know you have dirty jewelry. Bring it and let us clean it for you. Okay, we'll do your jewelry laundry. And there's going to be a fashion show. There's some great snacks. There's going to be some great shopping. But there will be shopping starting at $10. So we have things in our inventory that start at $10 and go up to, you know, tens of thousands of dollars. And it's all in the same concept. You don't realize it, but when you're walking the mall or you're looking at ads from different retailers, all you're seeing is that retailer's storefront. But behind the scenes, many retail jewelry stores in today's market are all just a subcategory of a bigger conglomerate. And so they focus this store's inventory on this price point. That is exclusionary, okay? This price point shops at that store. This price point shops at that store. This price point shops at that store. Guess what? At Shop LC, everybody gets to pay. Everybody gets to play, and everybody gets great deals because we are so inclusive in our way of thinking. Okay, and to tell you that I've got this for about $30 a month. Okay, or I've got this for $372. 5 payments of $372. That's what I like to see. And there's no difference in that. Both of those are just really impressive pieces. That's the biggest thing. You're going to have to realize that, yes, you can. Yes, I shop at Shop LC. Yes, I can. I can get beautiful things for yourself or for your family. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. All right, let's move on. Shop. That one's going to be Shop 11. Shop 12 is coming up next. Oh, no, this is a wardrobe staple. This is a must-have. So let's see. Am I wearing these? No, I'm not. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. This is a little petite gold hoop. Now it's going to be about 3/4 of an inch, maybe 5/8. I don't know, maybe 3/4. Okay. Let's get all even here and see. So this is going to be just a little bit smaller than a penny, not much, all the way up to the ear wire. Okay. So a beautiful little silhouette. Perfect classic hoop. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous. This is that hoop earring that everybody needs in their wardrobe. Now, the website price on this one is shop 12. The website price on this one is $9.49, 1.6 grams, okay? Gold is expensive, man. It's expensive in today's world, but we're about to save you a bunch of money. At $9.49, your shop LC, type in Live 25, and you save $237. That means your price goes down to $712.50. Yep, and your budget 5 budget pays of $142.50. 5 budget pays of $142.50. And let me see. Okay. Can you show me the picture of the measuring picture on the screen behind me? I just want to make sure that I'm doing the right one here, because I'm wearing one that looks very much like it. Okay.
This one?
Yes, 0.7. Yes, that's the right one.
You want it
And
behind you for them to see, or no?
let me just, because I grabbed a pair to put on, and I'm just going to grab this rular and measure. Let's see. 0.7. Did I get the right one? No, I think I'm wearing this one actually. No, I'm not. I got the right one. Okay. Just want to make sure. I got it. Because this one's got the little stabilizer bar. So that little stabilizer bar makes sure that they hold their shape. So I'm going to put this one on for you so you can see. This is really great to wear as a primary piercing, but you can also wear this as a secondary. Or at this price, if you wanted to grab a couple of these and sort of stack them up, you could do that as well. But it's a wonderful earring. It's got a beautiful petite presence, but it's not invisible, okay? So let's talk about the budget pay on this. At $9.49, a savings of $237.50, it gets you down to $712, and your budget pay is $142.50. I love that. $142.50 times 5. And these are done in 10 karat yellow gold. Super strong and super sturdy. And you can see the size difference on those as well. All right, so this one is shop 12, and we have 22 pairs available. 22 pairs available. So come on in, my friends. That's a great deal. All right, that's a great deal. We are going to be moving and grooving. Make sure you're checking out all the 360-degree looks on the web as well. And make sure that you confirm as quickly as possible. That one gets you the golden ticket as well, which gives you $150 off on a future purchase. Okay? All right. We are moving and grooving. Let me know if you've gotten all your shopping done. Or you still have any shopping to do? Remember, Hanukkah's on I think it's the first day is December the 14th. Yep. Christmas is 25th, and Kwanzaa the 26th. So the holiday season is definitely here. It is definitely upon us, my friends. So it is time to start moving and grooving and getting those lists taken care of. All right. Option number, shop 13 coming up next is going to be a box chain, alternate box chain, 18 inches. 5.5 grams. Let me put this back in. I think I'm going to buy these. I really like these. Okay, the alternate box. Let's see. Let me see a picture of it. And, if you have missed anything, or you wrote something down, or you want to see what you may have missed, you can always catch up with the personal shopping team at 888-835-2237. The live stream shows are interesting because they sort of have their own cadence. So it'll be interesting because the price is good for 48 hours. And so sometimes people won't come back and check them. And then all of a sudden they're just gone. Everything's there and then everything's gone. It's so crazy. Okay, now that's what I thought. This is called an alternate box. But let's go back for just a second, just for the sake of noticing. Okay.
Hey, Becky, real quick.
Yeah?
Because we only have one more item after this, and it's still a little too early to end it. What we'll do is we'll just kind of recap everything.
No, we've got a whole other page.
Yeah.
We've got a whole other page.
Oh, we do?
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh,
we've got.
False alarm.
We got 20. Do you have 20 items, I think?
That's not me. Ignore us. You are lovely up there.
Well, most likely it's me. It's usually me. Let me just tell you that, because these guys are on point.
I didn't see the other page.
That's okay. I was like, no, we have more gold. I have like a panic attack. Okay. We got some gold. All right. This is called an alternate box. But remember the paper clip? Remember we had that one? And you see the shape on that? So that is, you can also call that a paper clip link. Now, it's not a traditional box shape. I think that it's being described as a box because of the rectangles. Okay, so I think that that's what's happening here. But many of you are going to look at this and go, that's 5 and 1. It's a pattern, kind of like a Figaro. But my whole point here is, you know what? Tomato, right? A rose by any other name, as the bard would have said. But they're gorgeous. It's real. You can call it a variation of a paper clip chain if you want to. It's certainly not a traditional box chain. But really and truly, do we care when it has that kind of wow factor? I don't think so. Now, you've got a big lobster claw clasp on there, an inline clasp, okay? And it's easy. I love it when the clasp has the rounded edges like that, because it means that if you, your nails are done, or you have any, challenges opening a spring ring closure, that lobster claw clasp is going to be a game saver. It's going to save it. Okay. 10 carat, obviously Italian made, okay, has 5.5 grams. Now, here's the thing. This one is on the website at a clearance price of $877. And are we going to take it from the clearance price, gentlemen?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to start you at the clearance price. Now, the regular Shop LC price is $13.49. So just working on the numbers, you're saving over $400, and it's on clearance with only 16 pieces left, okay? But we're going to start at $877.49. When you type in Live 25, in addition to that almost $500 that you're saving, you save another $219. And why is Italian jewelry so expensive? Because it's expensive to make. They are absolute maniacs when it comes to getting it right. They just don't let it out of their sight unless it's perfect. So you save another $219. So by my math, that's over $700 in savings. But that's only good for 16 people. It brings it down to $658. All right. It makes your budget pay just a little bit less. It makes your budget pay $132. $132. Are you kidding me? Look at this. This is gorgeous. Okay. I should have had this on the whole time, by the way. And let's see. Will this do the alternate link trick? Yes, it will. Ooh. Okay. Now, if you wanted to wear something as a little bit more of kind of a choker or sort of like a dog collar style. Oh yeah, you could easily do that. Yes, you can. Fully extended, it's going to be 18 inches. You can do that, wear a bracelet, extend it, and get a longer drape if you want to, but it's stunning. It really is gorgeous. And again, high polish on the inside and the outside of the links. The bigger challenge on these is definitely the polish on the inside. Very often that is floss polish. It's a very complicated process, but it's not hard to see what a value this is at 131. So, 132, I'm going to round it up a little bit. 132 is your budget pay, and it is a full 18 inches extended. Let me get that clasp and show you. But my friends, this is what we do at Shop LC. A few months ago, before gold was over $4,000 an ounce, there was a lot of chatter here, and we heard from Ankur as well in the buying team that we weren't sure if we were going to be able to sustain a gold selection for you, because it's become very challenging. Gold over the last 12 months has gone up about $1,200 an ounce. It's increasing so rapidly, and it's increasing because we're seeing lots and lots of demand from different industries, electronics, telecommunications. Gold is used in the creation of some cancer medications. It's used in dentistry. It's used in all sorts of things. So there's a lot of demand. It's so much in demand now as a commercial metal that the jewelry end of the marketplace, we used to dominate gold consumption. Most gold was, used up in the making of beautiful jewelry. But in today's world, we are now the little end. We're the little player now, and we have to compete with everything else out there. So there are all kinds of things driving the gold market, not to mention mining prices increasing, some diminished supplies. And yes, there have been some, news reports lately that say, oh gosh, geologists think that they found a massive gold deposit, but it's deeper in the Earth's crust than it's ever been. And I immediately start thinking infrastructure, heavy equipment. How do you get down to that location? What does it cost the mining company just to get to the gold, to bring it out? So it's not just a question of, oh, well, we found some more. It's not that at all. You have to look at the whole big picture. And when you look at these today at Shop LC, they're a bargain. I mean, they really are. You've got a budget pay of $132. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. And if you have any questions on these whatsoever, the personal shopping team is there for you. 888-835-2237. Give it a try. I think you'll be really pleased. And if you have any questions or concerns, I'm available on Facebook as well, so you can always send me a message and say, hey, what's going on? All right? Or you can send me I'll be back on the air. The live show's Friday morning at 2 a.m., 2 to 6. So you can send me a little chit chat there as well. All right, that's going to be Shop 13. You type that below. And when you type that in, can we give them a sample of what the website looks like? Because, I want you to understand that there's a whole picture book. There's a whole photo gallery out there of every single piece. So you type in Shop 13 and hit send, and our website will automatically respond, and you'll get you get all the information. So you don't feel like you have to take any notes. And by the way, if you're going to give this to somebody that is kind of tough, tough love, that wears a lot, you might want to ask about Secure Shield, which is a little insurance program that we started this year, and it's been pretty popular. But there you go. Add to cart. You type in add to cart, and then you type in live 25. And can you show me one more page? Oh, here we go. So you'll see that there's a photo album. You'll see the ad. You'll see what it looks like. So I love that. You really get a chance to experience it before you get it home. So you kind of know what it's going to look like when it gets there. But this one gets you the golden ticket, okay? And it's $150 savings off of a future purchase. This is going to go on. How long, guys? This one usually doesn't last for long. Oh, this one goes through the end of the year. Wow. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow, it's the end of the year. Did you hear that cha-ching? Did it just go off in your head?
Cha-ching.
I just went off in my head. Okay, we're going to move on. Thank you guys for joining us. And remember, any questions, type them in the chat, call Personal Shopper. We're here to help you get it sorted out. Let's face it, a gold hoop earring is a must-have. It is fundamental to a jewelry collection. It really is. Many years ago, I had a chance to go out and see an exhibit called Objects of Adornment. It was a traveling show, and it had a bunch of gold jewelry. Now, the thing about it is, words matter. So what are the definitions? If you say that this is a vintage piece, or you say circa, that means it's from a particular era. Okay, so maybe if it's a vintage 1960s, or you say it's circa 1920, that means it's in the style of something that was made in the 1920s, or it may date to that age. But it's not really an antique in the U.S. until it's 100 years old. And then, after a certain point, it becomes not an antique, but it becomes an antiquity. So this exhibit that I saw, Objects of Adornment, was full of things that were several hundred years old, 1,000 years old, 1,200 years old. The oldest piece was about 5,000 years old. It was a little tiny gold. It looked like somebody had cut it out of, you remember those old pull tabs on cans? It looked like the old pull tab off of a soda can. And it was a tiny little piece. It weighed about 2 grams. So it was small, but the person had, the family of this person, it was found in a burial site. It had been placed alongside the person that passed away as part of the burial ritual. So I always think about that when I see a piece like this. And also, there were a pair of gold hoop earrings, not exactly the same shape, but they were definitely ear wires and a hoop, a circle, and they were about 4,500 years old. So what do I mean with this, gals? Hoop earrings never go out of style. They just do not. They look fabulous. They light up your face. They illuminate your smile. And it doesn't matter. You could be having a bad day. You could be having, maybe you're down this far in the week and you still feel like you're stuck on Monday. A good earring is an antidote to that. You know why? Because people will see that on your ear and they'll think, wow, that really looks great. And you just never know what great conversation might get started just because you look so pretty that day. Okay. I know that sounds crazy, but it's 100% true. Okay. This one is going to be shop 14. We have 23. Grab them and run. Do not wait around on this. The website price on these is how much? $8.39. Okay. The live 25 saves you $210. That gets you down to $630. Then you take your budget pay option and you're down to $126. And I'm not talking 60 payments or 48 payments. I'm not talking 4 or 5 years. I'm talking 5 payments done. You own them and they're gorgeous. Look at that design. They've got that beautiful sort of little bubble design. They're so pretty, and that's a nice size. Slender across the front, so they work with anybody. You know, if you're conscious, I wear glasses all the time. That's not gonna change. So I'm sometimes conscious of, how the glasses and the earrings work together, because I don't know, just want to kind of you just want to make sure it all kind of works. But look at that. That's about an inch top to bottom. That's beautiful. And you can budget pay that, about an inch at $126. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Stuff every stocking with gold and silver this holiday season. I would say for sure. Just get the medals. Get the medals. I look at this and I think I have an old vacuum cleaner, and it's handheld, so it's rechargeable, and it's starting to not hold its charge. A battery for a vacuum cleaner, much less the dadgum vacuum cleaner itself. You can spend hundreds of dollars just on household appliances in today's world. This is something, when the rest of the world is building in planned obsolescence, this is an item that has planned value, planned longevity, planned it doesn't wear out. Because that's the history of gold. It's just a common sense thing. And if you ever do find yourself in a pinch, listen, I was a single mom for a long time. I went through divorce, was in between jobs there for a little bit, and I'll tell you, I took my gold wedding set right down and I sold it. I got as much as I could for it, and I felt good about it. I felt good about it because I knew that I had value in that ring, and that was my safe haven. It made me feel good to know that I had that value if I needed it, and when I did need it, it was there. I was grateful, really, really grateful. So I hope that ever happens to you. I hope you wear these for many, many years in wonderful, good health. But man, if that day ever comes, at least you've got instant value. You've got reliable wealth, and that's a great thing. All right, there are only 20. Let me see. Yeah, only 23 of those. So it is time to get them right now. Now, we had the ingot bar, we had the ingot pendant earlier, and this is kind of the same impression, but this is a design actually that's been around for a long time. So this one is not deliberately designed to be an ingot because it doesn't match the proportions. So if you look for this design throughout history, you see a lot of this design as it shows up during the Art Deco period. And that's when you saw things starting to happen with shapes. You started to see trains and automobiles and lights, and you sort of saw at the beginning of all of this, the first inkling of the technological age. And the Art Deco period was known for producing things that had a lot of geometrical shapes. So we would call this basically kind of a bar pendant. I guess you could call the ingot pendant that as well, but probably call it a bar. Now, this is just a pendant by itself. This is going to be shop 15, okay, shop 15. So you'll see that it's got a really beautiful presence on the neckline, and that glow is hard to miss. In fact, it's unmissable. That bright polish across the surface of this, really fabulous. And the bail, the part at the top that holds the chain, has a nice size. I'm going to hold it upside down. We just have it on a sterling silver with gold over it pendant chain. So it's very, very versatile, but this would look beautiful even on a little silk cord or even on a leather cord as well. So you've got some styling options. And I bring that up because it's a petite sort of profile, but if you wanted it to have kind of more of a masculine vibe or sort of an earthy vibe, yeah, put it on a leather cord. That's a really great thing. Hold on, let's see. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Okay, backwards, just like Ginger Rogers, backwards and in heels. All right, now let's talk savings. Are you ready? Let's talk savings. Okay. We have 22 on the website. This is 3.5 grams on the website right now. It's $7.99. $7.99. That's a lot. $7.99. You type in Live 25 you save right now $200. That brings it down to $599. That's a really great deal. You take the budget pay option, it gets it down to $120. So that is about $4 a day for 5 months. We're going to have there's always ads that run during this time of the year here in this area. And the whole premise is come on in and pick out that special piece. And we've already arranged for everything in the store to be available for 60 payments. Okay? 60, not 6, 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 payments. Honey, that's 5 years. Do not spend 5 years paying for stuff. Don't. Take the budget pay option. This might be the time of the year when you open that interest-free credit card and you've got 12 months interest-free. That's an option many people have written in, and that's not my idea. There's always somebody that writes in during this time of the year and said, I just got approved for 12 months free interest-free. Listen, do what works for you. But we're offering you 5 interest-free budget pays, which boils down to about $4 a day. So if you can open your budgeting app and look at all the numbers and say, okay, I can do that, then gosh, get this, because this is an incredible deal. And listen, it's 10 karat, so this one's got lots of staying power, okay? Your budget pay, one payment of $120, we're going to ship it out to you. You'll have it on your neckline in just a little bit. And you know what? We also do bill to, ship to. So if you're wanting to send something really super special to that person across the miles, we'll send that to them and we'll send the bill to you, and everybody will work out. It'll be all worked out. All right. Bill to, ship to is available behind the scenes. 888-835-2237. The personal shopper is 888-835-2237. All right. We are marching on. We are marching on, my friends. Now, when we presented this, and by the way, let's see. That gets you the golden ticket because you're over 500. Am I right about that? Yes, that gets you a golden ticket. Okay, that gets you a golden ticket. I'm getting excited about Black Friday, y'all. But I'm really excited, really and truly, to be here every single day because we just have so many great deals. Just never fails. All right, now. This one is Slinky Gorgeous, and it's called a serpent chain, but most places are probably just going to call this a snake chain, and that's because of this link. The way that these links are put together, it's almost like they've been put together by somebody knitting a sweater or producing fabric on a spinning wheel. It's just gorgeous. When you rub your finger across this, you almost don't feel any one of the links. It's almost this beautiful sort of glassy column. It's absolutely beautiful on the neckline. Now this one is 22 karat yellow gold. So I'm going to put this back on a display and show it to you because 22 karat, remember, is a very high concentration of gold. So when you see how that lobster claw clasp is in line right there, you can see right away the beautiful round shape of the gold links, how everything flows together. I mean, you can just easily see that. Now it's 22 karat. The only thing that's more gold than 22 karat is 24. So this has the tiniest sort of alloy, which still gives you strength, and the supple movement of those links is incredible. If you're a tactile person, it almost feels like fabric. I mean, this is just so amazingly smooth. I mean, the feeling of any of these is really great, especially things that are high polished, but a serpent or a snake chain is just so, it's just got a feeling. I don't know how to tell you. Okay, let's check quantities. This is 22 karat yellow gold, 4.6 grams. We have 9 of these, and this one is also going to be 20 inches in length, so it's going to hit you right about there. As a solo piece, yes. With the pendant, yes. As part of a stack, yes. There's no wrong way to wear this, okay? But let's talk about savings. On 22 karat, there are a lot of places in today's world that don't even offer 22 karat because it's a big price point. We go in and try to do a cash deal so that we can lock in the savings. We're not working with the gold. We're not doing, stuff behind the scenes. So, we don't know where things are going to go or how things are going to do. This is amazing. CTT Star watches on Instagram. Thank you very much for being in the chat. I love it. Thank you so much. Let's talk savings because it's big on this. Now, the regular website price is right around 10 grand. Okay. And you are I'm seeing prices today. I tell you, if I go into a mall, I just feel like my own grandma, because my granny was 94, and she would just almost pass out if we would just, go to get a hamburger. She would just, oh, I can't believe that cost so much money. But she lived a long time, and she had gone through many different financial cycles in her world. And there are sometimes now when I'm at the mall and I'll, lean over and just, and I go look. Believe me, I do plenty of recon, okay? And I'll see something in a case, and somebody will come over and say, can I help you? How much is that? Of course, they take it out. They never tell you how much. They take it out and they hand it over. They encourage you to put it on. And then they tell you the price tag. And I'm going to tell you that $7,000, $8,000, $10,000, $15,000 price tag or more is not uncommon today, because gold is doing crazy things. Crazy things. But when we go in and lock in the cash price, we skip all of the noise. We lock in the value, and it gives us a firm foundation to create an unbeatable deal for you. So let's see how much you're going to save. So starting at around 10 grand, okay, because this is 22 karat. Shop LC everyday price is about $19.99.99. You're going to type in live 25. Yes, you are. You're going to instantly see a $500 savings. Yes. So you go from, I'm going to round up a penny for simple math. You go from 2 down to 1,500. And then if you want to slice that into 5 interest-free payments on the second richest level of gold you will wear, it goes down to 5 payments of $300. And you still have a 30-day money-back guarantee. And that's important because, if you were going to order gold bullion from somewhere, you might not even actually get the gold shipped to you. You buy it from somebody and they say, oh, well, we'll just hold on to it for you. Oh, but you know what? We're going to have to charge you storage. Yeah, there's storage. We're going to have to charge you for that. And if you want to start another transaction, let's see, there's, I don't know, whatever there's, title and taxes and carrying charges and glitter and tissues and I don't know what it's a very complicated process. But the bottom line is there are a lot of add-ons that go straight out of your pocket. This is the way that you lock it in. And I'm a frugal person. I'm going to tell you something. I'm a tightwad. I can step on a penny and tell you if it's a heads or tails. I am that person. And that mindset for me, thank you, Mom, thank you, Dad, is the reason that I'm so passionate about doing this. Because you might be looking at this saying, oh, I could never afford that at 10 grand. I couldn't either. And even if I could, I'm not so sure I would. You know what I mean? But when we put it in terms like this, where we spend the time to help you understand the value factors. The value of something on that price tag is always a lot more than just the numbers that are written there. What's the story? What's the detail? And unfortunately, if you're shopping regular retail, you don't always get the story because everybody just doesn't know. Some people are just short time or don't know or don't understand. In this building alone, collectively, there are probably thousands of years of jewelry experience. And we really want you to be an informed consumer and shopper because we want one thing, and that is to be your family jeweler. And when we spend the time to help you understand that in some cases you really should sort of give yourself a little challenge. If this were 60 payments, I would say, well, you got to think about it long term. You got mortgage and school and you got everything. 5 years is a long time. Anything can happen in 5 years. But 5 months in and out, you're done. And that's one of the reasons we stay true to that. So you don't have a long-term commitment. We make it affordable. We give you lots of variety. And then we just help you out along the way. Interest-free, no carrying charges. It's a really great deal. And I understand. I've been in your recliner, okay? I've been sitting at home watching the shows saying to myself, how in the world? Nobody else does that. But then you take a look at all of those things and how they make us different and how it really wonderfully, beautifully impacts the variety of things that you can own and the different values of things that you own. Every piece of jewelry might not be a lifetime piece, although I have a piece made out of brass and purple glass and it belonged to my great-grandmother, and boy, you think you could pay me $1 million for that? You could not. Because it is about the thing. It is about the thing. Okay, so whether it's this thing, or whether it's, I keep going back to this one, sterling and gold, this thing, or whether it's a beautiful pair of earrings. It is about the thing, but it's about so much more than that. And in order to give you that trusted experience, we want you to know the ins and the outs. We want you to know that, okay? And listen, if you think that that's not the case, well, then just come on down to Austin, Texas on December the 19th. Get yourself over here and come to Gem Fest, okay? Because it's going to be a really great day. It's from noon to 4. It's free. The first 50 people in the door are going to get a great prize. There'll be some wonderful things starting at $10. You'll be surprised. We're going to have a fashion show. We'll have some great snacks. I'm going to teach a little seminar on how you can mix and match and layer different things. So we're going to have some fun with that. I think Cheryl is going to do a workshop. Maybe, I don't know what hers is going to be yet, but she's always got something great going on as well. But it's really fun. So come on down to Austin and join us for Gem Fest, December the 19th. You can find more details online at shoplc.com. Okay. All right. Let's do another one. You ready for more gold? Let's do it. All right. Here we go. That one, by the way, is Shop 16. And it's available behind the scenes for $9 of y'all and all y'all. That's it. All right. Number 17 is going to be a beautiful paperclip necklace. And this is going to be the same silhouette, actually, as the silver piece that we had earlier. So let me just show them to you together, okay? So there we go. You can see the two together, silver and gold, silver and gold. Makes you think of Burl Ives, probably. Now this one, okay, let me put the silver one back. Same profile on these. This one is going to be just a little bit longer. This one is actually 20 inches, 3.89 grams. When you see the word Luxoro is one of our groups, our product groups. Luxoro is going to be either 10 or 14 karat yellow gold. This one happens to be 10. Again, you're right there in that level of affordability. If you are wearing something every single day, or you're wearing something that's very sentimental to you, especially if it's a pendant, get a 10 karat chain because you'll appreciate the sturdiness. Or if it's a white gold piece, get a platinum chain. Yes, it's great deals on platinum chains behind the scenes. Okay, so this is 20 inches. Remember, this is usually 16, so that's about 4 inches south. Now, quantities on here, we have 19 of these to go around. This one is 3.89 grams. On the website, it's $8.79, all right, on the website. But this is the live stream, and we're about to get crazy with the savings, okay? You type in Live 25, and for the next 48 hours, we will hold your price at $6.59. I'm checking my math. I'm doing it right now. $6.59. Your budget pays $132. Less. Somewhere between $4 and $5 a day for 5 months, and you own it forever. The little gold chain that I've been wearing every day for probably 20 years. I don't have it here. I've owned that chain for 20 years. I've worn it almost every single day for 20 years, and it's 10 karat yellow gold because it's strong and sturdy. And the pendant is both of those little pendants have a tremendous amount of sentimental value to me, and I want to know that I can put my hand on that and see it all the time. So if I'm not here and you see me out anywhere else, I'm wearing that one, and I've been wearing it every day for about 20 years. And I've only replaced the clasp, I think, twice. So strong, absolutely strong. All right, $132 is your budget pay on that one. And you make the first payment right now. We'll send it out to you. We'll pick it, we'll pack it, we'll ship it. It'll be on your neckline in just a few days, just a little bit. I don't know when our drop dead day is for shipping in time for the holidays, but personally, I allow 10 days because things can happen. So if I want it by the 25th, I'm going to shop and get everything done by the 15th. Remember, Hanukkah is on the 14th, so that means, gosh, if you're doing these for any Hanukkah gift giving, you want to get on the move and make sure you reserve them right now and make sure that we can get them to you in time for your celebration. I don't want you to not have a wonderful gift on that day. So please do it right now. And thank you so much again for joining us. This is a paper clip, and you can layer that again with anything. And because this is more of a slender profile, if you did want to put a pendant on this, you could put any of those bar pendants on that. It'd be perfect. Just perfect. All right. Come on in, my friends. 132. That one is going to be, again, Shop 17. And if you have any questions, call the personal shoppers. 888-835-2237. Let me do it again. 888-835-2237. There you go. been saying the other number for 15 years, so I got my memory banks overloaded back there. All right, coming up now, here we go. Classic gold hoop earrings. And I like this because they're a little shorter, but they're a little bit wider. So they look a little bit different. They're just a little bit more tailored. You know, a piece like this that has a little bit more movement is going to have more of a little bit of a flirtatious look. But you've got plenty of room to add multiples if you do multiple piercings, or it makes a really great standalone piece as well. I know a lot of ladies still just want one hoop earring. That's okay. But this is definitely either or. Now, we also had the little petite one earlier, so if you wanted to stack even 2 hoops, got a couple friends that stack 2 hoops, it still gives you room to do that. So let's talk about savings, all right? Because this one is available for 27 sets of earlobes out there, and then they're done. This is a classic hoop earring, 2.38 grams. It's on the website, hang on. Okay, it is $5.39 on the website. Okay, I thought that was the sale price. $5.39, live 25. When you type that in, it saves you $135. Yes, it does right now. You're welcome. That gets you all the way down to $405, which means your budget pay goes down to $81. Yeah, that budget pay is important. Now you're under $90. It's $81, which is less than $3 a day. And let's see. Well, that one doesn't quite make it to the gold ticket, but it definitely is in the silver ticket range. And you're so close to the gold, I would say go back and pick up the second piece. Let me take this off so you can see what it looks like. And it's got a really beautiful design, quite frankly. You know, we talk sometimes about this thing called an inside-out hoop, where you have material on the inside and the outside. You have stone set either or. But if you look at this has a bright polish, again, all the way around, and it's got a little bit of a dome on the front, and that dome is also bright polished on the inside. So you do get lots and lots of sparkle out of these. They're really pretty. Very nice polish, beautiful design. And if we measure this across, it's going to measure, believe it or not, that's going to be 3/8 of an inch. So you've got a really nice presence on a really compact, petite little hoop that's just a workhorse. This is one of those things that you'll wear all the time. You'll wear it for fun. You'll wear it for worship. You'll wear it for, chores. You're going to the grocery store. You might wear this playing pickleball. That's okay. It's beautiful. And this is flat on the end. So let me show you a really great detail. Now, sometimes when a hoop is not finished off on the end, or it's finished a certain way, it kind of has a little squishy feel to it. But if you look at this is actually a flat tubing. So it's got a complete end cap there, and that end cap saves the shape of it. So it's got a firmness when you put it on. So it's very reliable. And the post has a complete hinge on it, and then you've got the little wishbone lockdown in the back. So it's a really lovely hoop, and it's really great. You'll wear these. These will be go-to pieces over and over. All right, that one is going to be Shop 18. Shop 18. So well done on that. And again, we only have 27 of those to go around. And let me just put this over here. Take this one off and put these over here. Now, if you want to go back and review the pieces that we've done in the live stream library, do you know, Tyler, how long the recordings stay out there now?
On the website, just all the time.
Are they all the time? Are they evergreen?
Oh, the library. Sorry, for you're talking about for the promo code?
No, the ones that are the shows that are recorded.
Oh, streams like we're recording today.
Yeah. I don't
That's
know.
a very good question. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either. There's a lot of them out there,
Yeah.
but you can go back and watch those. After a while, I'm sure it'll get to the point where we don't have the digital storage to keep them out there. But anyway, you can go back and watch the shows that have been previously recorded, and you don't have to watch the whole show. You can use the little slider and go back and forth and see if there's a certain thing you wanted to share with a friendly or family member or friend. But it's a great way to sort of, kind of get to know us in a different venue where you get a different look, a different feel for some of the items that we're all really passionate about. So I love being able to just spend time in this way and just share the details, and hopefully you'll learn something about the beautiful pieces that you're going to buy for yourself or your friends and your family. But the days of going without are done. I remember a time wanting a beautiful piece of jewelry, and you live on a budget, and I never really had that option at certain points. I remember what that's like. And one of the things that we really do here at Shop LC is we give you the opportunity to own beautiful things at any price point, any budget. One of the best emails, the best that I personally read from a customer came in a few years ago, and I don't think I'll ever forget it. She said, she said nice things about the things she owned. And then she said, I'm retired. I live on a fixed income and my budget has not changed. She was very clear about that. I live on a fixed income. That means she knows exactly what this. And she said, I don't have any additional money to spend on gifts, but now I can buy more gifts and more nice things because I shop at Shop LC. And I thought, man, that's a game changer. I just felt so good about that. I was so happy because, this is an interesting industry where it's really truly is an industry of celebration. So thank you for taking us along on your next celebration. So I love that. Thank you. All right. We've got just a couple left. Let's see. The rope. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. There it is. This is the big one. This is the big papa. When we first started selling these pieces that were very substantial and very, I'm just going to say overstated in an eye-popping way, I thought to myself, that is going to, I would shake my head and I was be like, oh my gosh, how in the world can we do that? Going in and bringing you cash price, kids. That's how we do it. All right, let's get to the details on this. And first of all, this is Shop 19. Now, if you type Shop 19 in the chat below and hit send, the Shop LC website will send you back a link. And you're not actually buying it. You're just typing, when you type in Shop 19, you're saying, send me more information on that item. So we'll send you back a link for this item, and it'll get you over to the website. And you'll have the complete picture category there, and there'll be 5 or 6, pictures. There'll be measurements. There'll be all kinds of stuff. There'll be a whole, explanation of all the details. This one weighs in at 10 karat yellow gold, but altogether it's 28 inches long. It's 5.5 millimeters wide. Okay. And it weighs 14.3 grams. And this lobster claw clasp is so big, but let's face it, my friends. I mean, this has so much length to it. You may never, ever, ever, ever even need to use the lobster claw clasp. It's a very substantial piece. So it looks just so incredible on the neckline. Now, 28 inches, we have never had the 20. The 24s we have pretty regularly, but 26, anything over 24 inches is a specialty item. I don't know any place, I've not walked into any place within a 60-mile radius here that has a look like this, okay? This is so, so, so powerful. 14.3 grams, so you're at almost half an ounce. And the website price on this should be about 12 grand. Should be about 12 grand. Remember, this is gold. This is $3,300 on the Shop LC website. I rounded up a penny. You take that and you type in Live 25 and you check out. Put it in your cart. I would love for you to put it in your cart just so you can see how Live 25 works, because it will take your breath away. You put this in your cart and then you type in Live 25 and you're going to see $825 stay in your pocket. Stay in your pocket, which brings your final price on this down to $24.75. Now, word to the wise, I have 4, and that's it. 4, and that's it. $24.75. And even on a piece like this that has so much gold and it is so substantial, you can still do 5 interest-free payments. Your budget pay goes down to $495. $495. And remember, it's 5 payments. You make one right now. You have a 30-day window. Get it home. Go over it, inspect it, make sure you love it. And listen, I got to tell you something. If you get this home and you say, gosh, it's not for me, I respect that. Props. I really do. I want you to do you. I really do. But this is so massive. This is just so incredibly luxurious. You deserve to at least try it on. You really do. Okay. So that budget pays waiting for you, $4.95, but we only have 4. So you want to come in on these while you can. We've seen even the overnight shows, which are always live on television. We've seen a really strong uptick in everybody buying gold. And I really think it's people waking up and going, wait a second, gold is always going to be valuable. And gold right now, we've crossed the threshold. Gold is just always going to be really, really expensive. Somebody said to me the other day, I'm going to wait until it goes back down to $1,000 an ounce. And I look at them, I just said, what planet are you from? We're well past that. Gold went up $1,000 an ounce in less than a year. Okay. And think about that. If you're a grandparent, if you're putting a little bit away, I started to think about that when I became a grandma. And I started to think, when my grandson, who's 7 now, in 10 years, if I want to give him a nice gold chain, what's it going to cost? You have to think about, it's not every scenario where you think about the cost of waiting versus the cost of deciding. But we're in a marketplace now with gold where the cost of waiting potentially outweighs the cost of getting to maybe the 10th degree. Let's just say, okay, gold has gone up $1,000. Gold has gone up $1,000, almost $1,200 in the last year. Let's just cut that in half. Let's be super conservative. Let's say gold goes up $500 an ounce. Right now, it's at about $4,000 an ounce. Over the next 10 years, if it goes up $500 an ounce in 10 years, that's an additional $5,000. That means the price of gold would be about $9,000. There's a cost sometimes for waiting. There really is. I know the things that I tend to regret most are not the things that I did, but the things I didn't do. So I'll leave you with that. But the budget to pay on this is $4.95. And listen, it's my job to help you think. Okay, I want you to think it through until you get to the spot where you can say, okay, I'm going to do that. And send me a quick message. I'd love to chat with you about it. Okay, I'd love to. But think about the cost of waiting, because you have to look at where this material is. And this is not like the price of eggs that goes up and down, or the price of beef that goes up and down. Or this is not that. This is a whole other kind of permanent and forever value. This is a monetary metal, and I just love a big rope chain. What can I say? Okay, my friends. That one is Shop 19. Look at that. That is amazing. Amazing. And any questions, guys? Any questions? Personal shoppers, 888-835-2237. They are there to help you, really and truly. And it's a free service. Free. Okay. We have one more piece left? Let's see. Oh, the bracelet. Yeah. Now we did the matching necklace earlier, and I'll show you this. We'll get you down to the end of show special price on this one, and then I'll show you how it works with the companion piece, because the only thing better than one gorgeous gold piece is a second piece that matches it. Okay. That's the only thing what's better. Okay. This is going to be Shop 20. So type that in and get yourself over to the Shop LC website so you can get an up close and personal look at this. Because again, this is that Rolo style link, kind of a paperclip style link where they dance back and forth. But again, you've got high quality Italian workmanship, and you've got the Euro lobster claw, which has the rounded shape, and the rounded shape of the clasp really mirrors the beautiful shape of the links themselves. All right, on the Shop LC website, this is $1179.98. Type in Live 25 and get ready to experience saving $295. That gets you down to $885. That gets you the golden ticket, which is our customer appreciation bonus, where you get a coupon worth $150 off of a future purchase here at Shop LC. Okay. Then you can take your show special price of $885 and it goes down to $177. That's an amazing deal. $177. When I used to work at the little boutique in Chicago, we all had our Rolodex back then. We all collected business cards. We would go to the mixers, the Chamber of Commerce mixers and those business socials, and we would collect cards, and we would come home and put them in our Rolodex, and you'd make a little note on the back of the card if you knew people were interested in a particular item. Call me when you get this in or whatsoever. This is the item that if this came in, we would be flipping those Rolodexes. We would be, I'm calling my guy. this is one of those things as well that is just such a standard, okay, that you just almost don't want to miss it. And there's the matching piece. Again, you've got a silhouette that is a game changer for any outfit. Yeah. Now, if you want to go back and get the bracelet, the necklace, let's see. The Specchio, let's see where it was. Hold on. Oops.
So we have the price just for the bracelet, but we also have a duo sale.
We have a bundle and sale?
Yes.
We do?
With the bracelet and the
chain. Okay. All right. Now, the chain, thank you, Tyler. The chain that we did earlier was going to be shop 11, but we have this really cool thing, and it's only right now during live stream. Okay. So, let me see, number 11. Okay. Yeah. Now, the necklace the regular price is $24.79. Okay. The regular price on the bracelet is $11.79. But along comes this really cool promotion called Bundle and Save. And the website will show you that there are matching pieces. Do you want to share that picture? Because here's what happens. When you buy them both at the regular price any day of the week, okay, on any given Wednesday, you're gonna save an extra 10%. We call it the Bundle and Save. It's our appreciation that you're multi buying, okay?
So for $884, they can get the bracelet.
Yeah, $884 is the bracelet, and then this one goes down to what? $884. I'm not figuring the 10% on mine.
And then for the bundle, it's from $3,200. They can get it for $2,400.
Yeah. So here's where this comes into big numbers for you, because regularly, here's your regular retail, right there. Okay. But you say buy this bundle and you save 10%. So this number gives you your 10% off. Now, when you add this to the cart, can you add it to the cart? Just click and add to the cart. Okay, so watch. 32, okay. So, let's see, 23, 10. Yeah, so it shows the extra 10% on both of those, okay? So go to the next level on the cart. I'm going to show you how this works. It's really cool. So let's see, add to cart, Rollo Specchio. Okay, add 1. Oh no, add 5 budget pays right here. Yep, okay. And then here's the matching bracelet, and choose 5 budget pays. You can choose your payment type, okay? You could do once and done, or you can do budget pay, okay? And then, what's the next one? Oh, view cart. Go to view cart. I'm usually doing this on my app. It's a big old screen, right? Okay. So now you've got your budget pay. You've got your bonus. You've got your bundle and save. Okay. Now type in live 25 right there. Watch. Want to see the money add up? Let me show you something. Live 25. Oh no, you got one. You got 15. And type apply. Okay. And do you see what happened? Okay, now hit continue. Okay.
Where at? You'll have to point to it. The screen is very small for me.
Okay. Try secure checkout and see what happens. Oh, that's not it. Okay. Close that one. Click. Okay, let me do the math. All right, I'm going to do your math. No, I'll say I'm not. Hold on. Oh, okay. We're just doing it as a sample, so we have to set that up as a profile. Okay, hold on. I'm just going to do this really quick. So, the bundle and save, let's go back to the bundle and save, because when you buy them both, instead of $3,500, instead of $36, oh, thank you. Okay.
So that's with the live 25 and the extra 10% from the bundle and save?
Is that for both of them?
Yes. So we go from the $32.93, we added the live 25, including the extra 10% for the bundle price, and that's the price for both items, and then that is the budget pay for them.
Okay, so 32 has the 10% in it already.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we did the live 25.
Oh my goodness, this is so good. Okay. All right. So the bundle and save is the first savings that shows up. That gets you for the both of them down to $32.93. I'm going to round up a penny so I can do round numbers. I'm going to go to $32.94. $32.94. But your live 25 saves you $823. Okay, that saves you $823, and that doesn't even count the 10% that you saved just for the bundle and save. So if I take the whole thing, that means for both of them, oh my gosh. Okay, so for both of them, it goes to $24.70. Well, you know what? The price on just the necklace is $24.79. Our regular price on this one is $24.79. When you do the bundle and save and the live 25, they come down to $24.70. So we send you this one and give you $9 back. What? That just happened. Bundle and save. All right, that's waiting for you online. And when you type in shop 20, you'll see the math. And if you didn't follow the math, call the personal shopping team. It'll take you a minute to wrap your brain around that, because when you do bundle and save, it means that there are matching pieces, and it does mean matching. It means that that link is exactly the same as the other one. You can see that they are perfect little mirrors of one another, but you get the 10% for buying them both. And then because it happened in a live stream show, you just found the goose with the golden egg. Okay, seriously. The price on the chain by itself is $24.79. So we give you back $9 in a bracelet. You can't beat that. You just can't beat that. You can't beat that. All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining us for the live stream. I'm going to take a quick break, get a cup of tea, and we're going to be back for another round of opals, and we've got some deals and some doozies. So thank you again so much for coming along with me on the live stream. Buy some beautiful gold. Shop at the price point that you're comfortable with, and then give yourself just a little bit of challenge, because this is a very short-term payment plan and a big, big payoff for you. So thanks again, and I'll be back in just a bit with opals. Bye, y'all.